plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. The Bengals at 13-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
11.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Running right through him. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Another try for Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even...
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because
taking it right down Broadway. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They run it again with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They've converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
On third down, Burrow. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On play action, Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
11, right.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That's on Jackson Carman. Second-round pick in 2021. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT. Gotta go.
From the 24, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Quill.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back now in Cincinnati. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Cook up the gut. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Allen off the play fake. And Cook has it, left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete here.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here we go. Thomas. 1190.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Again, it's Mixon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Hey, we got to go short.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches.
11. 11. Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
11. Stop.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They're going to try the jet sweep on third and long. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a two-point conversion up. McPherson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Allen got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys